Kenma is already putting Yusuke to the test as a new spirit detective. His next adversary, Hiei, who has the Shadow Sword in his possession, a weapon capable of turning humans into demons. He wants to take over the world. Hopefully, Kurama joins Yusuke to help because I already love Kurama as a character. We'll see what happens. What's up, guys? It's Jagan here. Welcome back to our Let's Watch YuYu Hakusho series. Today we are watching both episodes 8 and 9, and without any further ado, let's watch. So, YuYu Hakusho, episode 8 in 3, 2, 1. Let's watch. The Jagan Master. What is that? Is that a martial arts style? Some sort of ability? Spiritual ability? I do want to see how powerful Hiei is. That's what I'm looking forward to seeing. And he has a third eye, which has to do something. So he is a superior yokai. Kurama is an inferior yokai, or is he just saying that out of ego? The Gakidama and the Onkokyuko. That's the thing with different subtitles, is things are going to be different. I know it as the Orb of Bast and the Forlorn Hope and the Shadow Sword, and he's calling it these other complicated names. I want to know what the third eye does, the evil eye. I forgot Botan is attending school now. She's in her human form so other people can see her. Kind of like when Rukia attended school with Ichigo in Bleach. Kind of the same idea. Let's just hope Keiko doesn't get the wrong idea here. She gonna get jealous if Yusuke and Botan are spending a lot of time together. Keiko did kiss him after all to bring him back to life. So he's really cruel and will do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Uh-oh, there's Keiko. Okay, don't hide behind Yusuke. That's just gonna look more suspicious. Going on the... You cheating on me? Uh-oh. The main girl and the side chick are meeting. I'm kidding, but that would be funny if that's what it is. Like a love triangle situation. Keiko's gonna get jealous. Obviously, Yusuke is gonna end up with somebody. That's always the case in animes, who the love interest is. But if anything, I would really like it, because it would be different, if the human and a spirit, otherworldly being, other species, sort of, because it's not a species, they're both people, that if they fell in love. You always see where like the two humans fall in love and not a cross. Like how Ichigo or Hiei are together, Rukia and Renji. It was never Rukia, Ichigo, or something else. You don't see that, and I would like to see that. I don't know what anime would do that. Or if Yusuke and a spirit ended up together. So the third eye is like a magnifying glass, or he can see not all-seeing eye, but some sort of ability, and now he's gonna go kidnap a teenager. Nice. Yeah, she's jealous. She's thinking all about it. Can she see him? Oh. Duh. Yes, you can. That's his human form. Not what he looks like. His demon form is underneath. His human form is different. Right? Because other people couldn't see Botan before she was in her human form. I forgot about the cool watch. Again, just like Bleach with the cell phone. When it's time to be a spirit detective or a Shinigami. Or you're gonna keep that to yourself the whole time? So his third eye can speak telepathically? Or is that a thing all spirits can do? But you're just gonna keep that to yourself? Like, hey, he told me telepathically that, hey, Keiko got kidnapped. When were you gonna say that? Time for a brawl. I want to see how powerful Hiei is. Except we got a group of zombies. So, zombies. He indeed possesses the Jagan. Is that the eye? Is that what the eye is called? The power of the Jagan. It has to be the eye. Oh, that's what evil eye translates to? Oh, I didn't know that. Still don't fully understand what the Jagan does, besides telepathy, turns people into zombies, I guess, mind control. Oh, you're about to get shafted. There's no way he's given up Keiko for the items. So you just gave him all 3 items and he's still gonna screw you over. Oh, he wants to rule over the spiritual realm. I thought he wanted to rule over the human world. Yeah, no surprise there. What did you expect to do? Hiei really is Vegeta. They're like spitting images of each other. Visually, somewhat. And just their character. Like, how apparent it is Hiei is going to become a morally gray anti-hero ally friend. And she's growing a third eye. Gross. Is her power limited as a human? Or does she still have 100% her abilities? Or does she downgrade when she has to become human? Now, this is the 90s, so it's going to be entertaining to watch the stereotypical, tropey 90s anime, like, elongated, drawn out fight sequences where it's like the villain meticulously in super high detail explains all of his, like, what he's doing, why he's doing it, what his abilities are, for some reason also telling you how you can defeat him. Yeah, exactly. The antidote is in the hilt of the sword, but you'll never get it. And then he gets punched in the face because, you know, he's busy talking too much. It's the hilarious trope of 90s and early 2000s anime, where like a hero or a villain will talk for like 30 seconds and not do anything instead of actually fighting. Or in those anime or those shows or those movies where like the guy's got a gun pointed at someone's face, and in real life a villain, a criminal is pulling the trigger and you're dead. But in fictional stories, they give their life story, their complete background. They tell you exactly why they're doing it, what they're doing, blah blah blah, and nothing ever happens. And then they get defeated. So he can also teleport with the Jagan. Yeah, you know, see, it's always like just talking instead of actually fighting. You're too busy fighting, too busy being cocky, and then you get punched in the face. Yeah, skittering around all you can do. Ooh, called him a cockroach. That's an insult. I'm gonna finish you quickly, but then again, it like takes 10 more minutes. Literally Vegeta. Like when they're powering up in Dragon Ball, literally Vegeta. Sleep. Sleep. Okay, you're fucking yourself up. Maybe, See, and then, like, he's not fighting him while he's distracted. Like, they all just stand there. I always find that so funny. But then on the offhand, like, modern anime suffers from less dialogue and less stillness, and it's all reliant on action and something having to be going on screen, so it suffers on both ends. Oh my god, Kurama. Come on. Kurama. I love Kurama. I was hoping we were gonna see Kurama. Hell yeah. I don't know what you're gonna do, but I just want you in every episode. And that he's an ally now. Seems like Kurama is more human than yokai at this point. Helping a fellow human who helped him. Fighting against another yokai. Hiei did say Kurama was an inferior yokai. Again, holding the sword for 30 seconds. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna do it. And then... Oh! Does that actually hurt him? I know you just got stabbed, but... Oh, he's bleeding. I would say that hurts him. Oh, got him right in the third eye. Oh, they're fake eyes? They don't really do anything? You did just get stabbed in the stomach, but you're a yokai. So what does that really do? Does that do it? Does anything to your human body host thing? And the real power of the sword is the fact it would turn a human into a yokai, but you already are one. Yeah, he's a traitor. Fuck you. Ooh, look at that aura beaming off him. Just like Hunter x Hunter. You lead a terrifyingly dangerous existence. Don't gas them up now. That would boost my confidence sky high. You wouldn't be able to defeat me after you told me that. That's good action right there. That was good animation right there. He's getting fucked up. Never mind, I spoke too soon. He's getting pummeled. He's getting his ass beat. Now, whip out the spirit gun. Is that the mirror? Spirit gun! Come on! Now! Come on! Yes! Pew! I forgot it's ray gun, that's so sick. He fired it at the mirror. It's gonna reflect. Or not. What the hell? That was the slowest ricochet of all time. Jesus. And he broke the mirror? I see a crack. He broke the mirror. So he can't use it anymore. Also, the funny thing of like in 90s, early 2000s, they have to explain everything. You reflected it? You even took account of that I was gonna dodge it? Like, and then he passes out. Where's that third eye go away? And let's patch up Kurama. He got stabbed in the gut. Now you gotta really explain to her what's going on, because she got kidnapped and now she's fine and she turned into a zombie and she don't know what's going on. You really gotta explain everything now. Why wouldn't you think so? Isn't it a beam of light? It's a ray gun. It's a laser, essentially. It's a beam of light. Why wouldn't it reflect? You improvised. Yeah. Hey, you gotta count on luck sometimes. Never let them know your next move. The episode's not already over, is it? It is? Damn, that was quick. Oh, not fully. You got some explaining to do to Keiko. Let's get everybody on the same page. Again, personally, I would like them to be together, but I know that won't happen. It never happens. That would really shock me from Togashi. I would really respect that, because it's so different. At least in the anime I've watched, it never happens. Always ends up human, human, spirit, spirit, monster, monster, demon, demon, angel, angel, nen user, nen user. Well, I'm just saying, of like, ability user with ability user, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, she's jealous. She's jealous. Hopefully no love triangle going on here. That's the best problem you could have. Now it's over. Now we move on. Episode 9. In a moment. So, YuYu Hakusho episode 9 in 3, 2, 1. Let's watch. The successor to the Genkai tournament begins. So are we finally entering the Dark Tournament or whatever the hell it's called? I'll be interested in this tournament arc because it's Togashi. If I trust somebody to know how to do a tournament arc and it not be boring, it would be Togashi. Even though I'm watching like... even though I'm watching like 4 or 5 different anime that all have tournament arcs at the same time right now, or training arcs, it's a bit saturated. Hasn't taken any pupils, but apparently she feels the time of her. Okay. So everybody's gonna want to be in that tournament to gain that knowledge, those powers, those abilities. Meaning Hiei is gonna be there. So he's gonna have to enter the tournament as a spirit detective. Yes, train. I want to see more abilities. All we have is a damn gun. Rando. Okay. Damn! Jesus. He looks sick, though. I hope he stays looking like that in the shadows. He comes out into the light and he looks lame as hell. A new ability? I'd just say 30,000 yen. I had to climb stairs like those in Japan and I fucking died. I don't even remember where I was going. Walking up all those stairs. I think it was in Nara. I don't remember. It sucked. Or it was in Fushimi Inari. I don't remember. Just remember I was not having a good time. Jesus! This is just like the Tenkaichi Budokai from Dragon Ball. And that's one of my favorite tournament stories in anime. I always loved every time there was a Tenkaichi Budokai. He's here? Kuwabara's here? I forgot he's spiritually sensitive. Let's ally up. Rehado? What is that? Heal your spiritual afflictions or knock down other people, blah blah blah. What does Master Genkai look like? Super short? Oh. Or are you a cloud? Ugh. Look like the Crypt Keeper. Phase 1, just like Hunter x Hunter. A lottery? Damn! Half of you going away just by bad luck. Can't you use your... Can he use his thingy to see through the paper to see which one has a piece in it? Which one has writing in it? Or would that be cheating? You have a red paper. You have passed the first screening. Bye-bye. That sucks. Oh. Ah, okay. So only those that are worthy or have high potential would get in. And these people are dickheads, so get out of here. Yeah. You're not worthy. Kick their ass. Whoa! I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting some martial arts. Not fucking laser beam eyes. Or whatever the hell that was. Yeah, let's not... Don't judge a book by its cover. This old lady can ball. Oh yeah, which one, how many of these people are actually spiritually sensitive humans? And how many of them are actually yokai? I would imagine almost all of them are yokai. Well, his watch is broken. Rando? I feel like Rando would stand out. He looked very imposing. We're in a casino? Interesting. Tagashi loves rock, paper, scissors, arm wrestling, games like that. Again, I'm seeing the mirroring and the reflections and the similarities between Yu Yu Hakusho and Hunter x Hunter. What if he shoots his spirit gun? I would like if Kuwabara is stronger than Yusuke. Ah, damn. I would have liked that. Like, they each have their strengths. If Kuwabara could be the brute force fighter. To vanquish demons. What are they gonna arm wrestle next? Who is this? That don't look like Rando. Rando didn't have hair. What the hell? That doesn't age well, but obviously we know that that symbol was taken from another Asian symbol and twisted. I legit don't even know if I need to blur that out though. YouTube does not fuck around with that at all. This is just like the Swindler's Swamp. Very interesting to see the parallels between this dark tournament and the Hunter exam. Yeah, this is giving the exact same kind of vibes as the first phase in Hunter x Hunter. Genkai is Satots mixed with Netero in the same way, sort of. Proctor and Master. Them running through the tunnel or the swamp. being taken out by random things in nature, the animals, the fauna, the flora. He kind of reminds me of a Hanzo. Just fucking these wolves up. They're Reiki? Is that what their aura is called? I'm so bad. I'm so slow with learning the terms. What the hell was that? Oh, hell nah. Bat Trainer Sama? What the hell? That's Man Bat. One of Batman's villains. Shoot him out of the sky with your ray gun. Wow, Kuwabara made it? Hey, props to you. I want Kuwabara to be good. I want him to be a powerful ally. It always bums me out when characters in a squad or a group don't get enough screen time, don't get enough character development, don't really contribute. It's my one thing that I'm really hoping happens with Leorio later as Hunter x Hunter goes on. Kuwabara kind of reminds me of Leorio. Just as obviously Yusuke reminds me of Gon. The black hair, the green top, the same sort of character traits. Kurama kind of reminds me of a Kurapika. I don't know who would remind me of Killua, though. I guess a Hiei? Maybe? That would actually match up perfectly. Kuwabara, Leorio, the two hotheads. Gon and Yusuke. Kurama and Kurapika, the two androgynous, soft-spoken types. And Killua and Hiei. The two that start off bad and work their way to good. Again, just like how Gon and Kurapika barely made it in time out of the swamp. He got is that guy dead? That guy got hung from a tree. Is that guy dead? His wings were gone. He was ripped up. Jesus. No, let's do that some more. We're friends. Let's watch this friendship slowly blossom. Oh, so Rando is one of these characters. Ah. Bottom right, the one you least suspect. So, in the time we've reached and watched episode 8 and 9, Yusuke has died saving a child, returned to life by passing Kenma's tests, became a spirit detective, fought Goki, a part of having to retrieve 3 stolen artifacts from powerful demons, made friends with one of the demons, saved that demon's life and by sacrificing his own life again. And so when you pause to think about all that has happened in less than 10 episodes, it's impressive. That's honestly a rare thing. He already has some abilities. There's love interests, hints of it. We have a full cast of characters, a squad. We're already in a tournament arc, and I haven't even crossed into double-digit episodes yet. And now he has to hunt an even more dangerous demon, Rando. But let's go in order here. Episode 8. I'm still a little confused what the hell Hiei's Jagan or Evil Eye, Third Eye even does. Does it make him more powerful? Does it make him a more powerful yokai? Is it a natural eye? Like what makes him so special that he has a Jagan? Is a Jagan that rare? Is it a mutation? What does it even do? Does it increase his speed and his strength and allow him to, like, we know he can speak telepathically and teleport and mind control other people, I guess. And so those are all hypothetical questions, or not even rhetorical, because they're not answered and I don't want you to answer them. I'm just letting you know everything I'm thinking. And then, where the hell did he vanish to after he was defeated? He passed out, and then the next episode we're not even concerned about him at all. He's gone. I would have thought we'd see him in the dark tournament, but there's already only 7 people left, and he ain't one of them. So, I don't know. Hiei is literally Vegeta as well. That's all I see. He is the main vicious, cunning antagonist who will ultimately end up becoming an ally. A gray anti-hero in Yusuke's friend group and the team. Like, he couldn't more clearly embody villain turned anti-hero archetype where the dangerous foe with whatever complex past that past will eventually come into play. And then you sympathize and empathize, and that character softens up. I do like how Keiko has been used so far. She's not just the helpless girl stereotype just for the sake of the stereotype, or Tagashi not knowing how to write female characters. It's Tagashi. We know he can write anybody and anything. And if anything, Keiko is an outsider to this group we see forming, so she should be the helpless one. She occupies the damsel in distress role because she's the anchor for Yusuke's humanity. Her being kidnapped speaks less to her weakness and more to Yusuke's desperation to save someone so integral to his moral compass. Tagashi is utilizing Keiko to represent the precious connection there is to Yusuke's former human life. And in the episode, she becomes a bargaining chip. She's meant to underscore Yusuke's internal conflict. He's obviously compelled to do the right thing as a spirit detective, complete his missions, focus on this responsibility, but he must protect someone he deeply cares about. And those won't align all the time, but we know who he will choose, the latter. His reliability as a hero is tested and will be tested as the life of a loved one, someone he loves, even though it's not made so apparent yet, hangs in the balance. He has a purpose and a reason to keep fighting. He has an intense emotional drive to protect Keiko. It's her, and it's this that gives him the power boost he needs to stand against an overwhelmingly more experienced demon, Hiei. I also love how Yusuke is such an unorthodox fighter. The whole point of Yusuke is that he's a street fighter. He's a punk. He's street smart. He doesn't care about school, but that does not mean he's dumb. He sure isn't dumb. He's not formally trained, but he has an unpredictable way about him, an unpredictable improvisation stemming from his street smarts. I want to see more of that. I like a hero whose resourcefulness trumps raw power. And I know I was joking during the episode about love triangles and Keiko being jealous, and also somewhat ranting about how I wish characters didn't always end up with the predictable outcome. But to be serious instead, I understand why it never happens, and I understand why it won't here either. I understand how the dynamic between Yusuke and Botan will go, and I understand how the dynamic between Yusuke and Keiko will go. What's the phrase I always use? Storytelling 101. Botan, I can already see, is the older sister to Yusuke. Yusuke is a mere teenager. Well, who knows how old Botan is as a soul reaper, despite looking so young. If anything, Botan is already married to the job. And I think she takes it very serious, and that's very fulfilling. That's fulfilling enough. I don't think she's meant to be a character who will even have romantic interest in this show. Yusuke right now doesn't even show interest in women at all in general. Keiko, though, is a childhood friend. So their moments together right from the get-go, right from the start, the very first episode, it's only platonic. And, you know, you watch enough anime and shows and movies, and you know the childhood friends always pretty much end up together. And it's probably because I think it's a trope, or better yet, a daydream most people in real life, in the world, love and would like to come true in their own lives. So they're always happy to see it come true in a fictional story. I love a friends to lovers story. And I think most human beings do so as well. So it's only natural to assume the childhood friends fall in love over time. Who knows when that'll be. And like I've just described, Yusuke is going to be going off adventuring in the spirit world, saving lives, solving mysteries, and becoming even more powerful as he encounters more danger. And the stakes keep rising. Keiko must be the primary connection he can rely on to tie him to the human world in his own humanity. With a kiss, she brought him back from the dead. That kind of moment binds characters from the moment on to the very end. I just wanted to clarify the joking and the ranting I was making. I just thought it was fun to joke around about. I understand the storytelling. It was just fun to joke about because the show does a good job of balancing the humor with the intensity. It's true to shonen style, and this is one of the earliest ones that it came out well before the big three, like 7+ years. And you can't just have unrelenting darkness. Conflict has to be sprinkled with levity. Our main character is Yusuke. Every show has to match the personality of their main protagonist. Yusuke himself can't help but throw jabs, even in grave danger. That's what makes him so fun and appealing. That's how you make the show fun and appealing. But now, for episode 9, we do finally enter the Dark Tournament hosted by Genkai. We need to stop Rando from learning whatever lethal secrets from Genkai. And is Rando supposed to be like a prototype ideal for future Chrollo? Because Rando is described as being notorious for stealing techniques and using them to kill others. And Chrollo is a Nen user whose whole ability is to literally steal other people's Nen techniques. The technique Genkai intends to bequeath to whatever worthy successor is Spirit Wave. I have no idea what that could entail, but is it going to be some sort of spiritual energy shockwave? Like a tsunami wave of energy you send shooting out either from your core or hands or eyes? I have no clue. It's just like what else the two words spirit and wave put together could mean other than that. It is helpful back then. Like, think of how complicated the Hunter x Hunter Nen ability names can be. And then you have YuYu Hakusho where one ability, Spirit Gun, or Ray Gun as they call it, easy. Spirit Wave, easy. I'm also happy to see Kuwabara back. I want to see him utilized more and continue to be defined as more than just comic relief or the hothead. I want him to actually have a considerable spiritual power and sensitivity so he can be a true asset in this group. I hate when supporting characters just fall to the wayside because the writer does not keep them with the power scaling. It's suffered so much in so many anime. I want him to have genuine potential. And it's what I'm still waiting for with, say, like a Leorio in Hunter x Hunter, which is, again, these two characters mirror each other. This is what I'm talking about with certain characters being prototypes for his works later on. Kuwabara, he was the first one to reach Genkai at the tree. He won the rock, paper, scissors game. So please become a badass. And speaking of the Forest Challenge and the different arcade games, again, I love seeing the parallels between Yu Hakusho and Hunter x Hunter. Seeing what Togashi liked enough to, recycle and delicately pick and recreate for writing Hunter x Hunter. Like here, in the like hallmark shonen tournament arc. The small scale qualifiers here in Yu Yu Hakusho, just like the multiple little qualifier filters Gon had to go through just to reach the starting point for phase 1. And even phase 1 was an easy qualifier challenge. Here, they have to run through a forest and reach a tree before time runs out, avoiding the deadly fauna and flora. In Hunter x Hunter, they have to run through Swindler's Swamp before time runs out, avoiding deadly animals and plants. And then later on, the other phase is literally they're put on a forest island for the number badge phase. So the one big difference between the two Togashi creations, though, is morality. Hunter x Hunter is a morally gray world, whereas Yu Yu Hakusho has an apparent morality. Genkai's search for a successor poses questions of moral responsibility. That's what the mentor-student relationship in martial arts is supposed to be about. Passing down knowledge that can be used for good or for evil, depending on the wielder's heart. This moral aspect is crucial in Yu Yu Hakusho, where it is not in Hunter x Hunter. It's not only about power, but who wields it. Hiei abuses stolen artifacts for personal ambition. Rando hungers for powerful techniques stolen by others. Genkai's stance is that the morally upright must be the ones trained to prevent misuse and destruction. Yusuke's mere presence in the tournament as the chosen candidate highlights the moral dimension of harnessing such power. That's why Hiei with his Jagan failed because it's meant to serve as a cautionary tale. Shortcuts to power come with ethical and emotional costs. True mastery in anything requires discipline and it requires moral clarity. That is the difference here between the two shows, the two projects by Togashi. The world of Yu Hakusho as a whole has tremendously grown in very short time. Again, we're not even in double-digit episodes yet. And that's what has me excited most. The episodes so far have simply introduced us to the Reikai, the spirit world, to Kenma, to the existence of demons, etc., etc., etc. Basic stuff. Now we see how large the human world and demon world intersection can be. Now we see there are traveling demons, old masters, hidden tournaments, sacred artifacts, and infamous criminals and villains known far and wide. And so I'm excited for the Dark Tournament to expand the canvas we're about to paint on. The beginning of new shows is always difficult for me because I thrive in the complex. I thrive when there's 1,000 different layers, 1,000 different angles, 1,000 different theories and ideas, 1,000 different details. When there's so much detail and so much lore and conflict to keep track of, that's where I think I really thrive. It takes me a while to really ramp up because I need to get quite a few episodes under my belt. We really need the world and the characters and the plot fleshed out. And so I'm anticipating Yu Yu Hakusho to get there because that's when these discussions can really shine, in my opinion, and I can really do my best. And with that is where I'm going to end today's discussion. If you enjoyed the video, hitting that like button to let me know is very much appreciated. Better yet, if you haven't subscribed already, please do so to stay in the loop here in our community. Keep the conversation going down in the comments below. And having said all that, and with that said, so long, farewell, until next time, thank you, have a good one.